Hey, everybody. Good to see you today. I guess I'm not seeing you, but you're seeing me. I'm going to start a whole series until Christmas with Advent texts. And we're going to take a text a week and just talk about it in terms of Advent. One of the things Advent is a preparation for Christmas. Preparation. It's about how God advents or comes into our lives. And so during the Advent season, you'll see texts about the second coming because that's one of the ways God's coming into our life. You'll see texts about waiting in anticipation for that event, that second coming. And, of course, there'll also be texts about Jesus coming into the world, and also about the birth of Jesus will be toward the end of Advent. And the world really doesn't really know what Advent is. So it's something unique to us, and not all churches celebrate Advent or think about it. And it's maybe a bit of a what's the word I'm looking for? Kind of helps us not focus so much on the commercial side of Christmas and what that has become. I love Thanksgiving because Thanksgiving is just a meal, with family. This year, not so much with family, but you know what I mean. It's just a meal. There aren't really any presents. The commercial side of life can't really make a whole lot out of Thanksgiving except for selling turkeys and some decorations. That's the way Christmas used to be. I don't know if I remember this was the way it was when I was a very small kid. There wasn't all this commercialization around Christmas. And it used to be, a long time ago, I'm old, but it was even before me that Christmas was like this, that it was basically like Thanksgiving. It was a meal. Maybe you made one present for a person, one present about all anybody got. They weren't fancy presents. They were just kind of thoughtful presents. And that's what Christmas was. Now, enter, our commercialization. And now we're starting Christmas and, before Halloween. The decorations come out in the stores. And it also, it's just a big commercial blowout. I mean, you see on TV all these commercials about cars. You need to buy your wife a car for Christmas. And it goes against what Jesus is all about. Jesus was never about commercialization. He was never about buying gifts for other people. That's a nice thing to do, and it can be a very wonderful, Christ-centered thing to do, to give gifts. But this month or 2 month long commercial blowout just goes against what a baby in a stable is all about. I'm not down on Christmas. I love Christmas more than probably any other holiday. But Advent gives us a chance to sort of think about God and how God's coming into our lives and in our world during this commercialization of Christmas. And maybe it helps calm us down a little bit. Maybe it helps us focus more on the reason for Christmas, which is, Christ coming into our lives and into the world. So over the next few weeks, you'll see some scriptures that we're going to be talking about. I'm going to start with, today I'll just read this scripture because it kind of goes with what, I'm talking about. But it says, take heed. This is from Mark 13:33 through 37. Take heed, watch, for you do not know the time when the time will come. It will be like a man going on a journey when he leaves home and puts his servants in charge, each one to his work, and commands the doorkeeper to be on a watch. Watch, therefore, for you do not know when the master of the house will come, in the evening or midnight or cockcrow or the morning, lest he come suddenly and find you asleep. And what I say to you, I say to all, watch. Well, that's what Advent's all about, watching, looking for how God is coming into our world, how he's coming into our lives every day, how he's coming to the world every day, but also how he's coming into the world in his second coming, but eventually also how he came into the world through the birth of his Son. So we'll be watching and waiting and looking and keeping Christ foremost in our hearts. I hope that helps, and I hope it's a blessing for you. And I hope the next few weeks as we go through Advent texts will be a blessing as well. Next week, we're going to start talking about John 1, which is just a great passage about Jesus. All right, so not next week, but tomorrow. So God bless, and thank you for watching and listening. I'm also going to be sending you some Advent videos from Camp Lutherwood that are really good. I hope you'll also listen to those. God bless.